see. You are here today to learn about financial aid for going to college. Now, if you've already done your FAFSA application, that's great. The second part of what we do today, you won't need to stick around for. But I will say it more than one time, if you are in need of doing your FAFSA application, that's your free application for federal student aid to go to college. Please stick around. We'll help you get started or pick up where you left off on it. And that's that sheet that you see in front of you. So how it's going to play out, you're going to hear from Central Carolina Technical College Financial Aid Department about financial aid, and then I'm going to talk to you about some scholarships and some announcements for you guys, and about some field trips, and then we'll do the FAFSA help session if you need it. So to start us off here, we have Central Carolina Technical College. You guys take it away.
Thanks. Thank you. Hi everybody, my name is Elizabeth Lackey and this is Shanteria Conyers. We work at Central in financial aid. We're just going to talk to you a little bit today and have some time for questions if you need them. The first step is going to be the FAFSA, and that's kind of the gateway to any type of aid that's offered. You'll complete the FAFSA. It opens up in October of every year for the following fall, so there's really no reason not to get it done early. Just remember that as you go through college, you can start your FAFSA in October, get it done early, get it out of the way. So you don't have to be worried about that during the rest of your senior year. It's completed at studentaid.gov. Don't get that confused with studentaid.com. Don't try to Google it, because if you go to studentaid.com, it'll take you to a paying website. You don't want that. So just remember .gov, because you're dealing with the government. It'll have a little American flag up in the corner, and it says this is an official website of the U.S. government. The FAFSA determines pretty much everything. It determines all types of federal aid, such as grants, loan, work study, and a lot of states also use the information from the FAFSA to determine state aid and scholarships. Different types of aid that are available. Grants, this is the good one, this is the one that you want. Grants are determined by financial need as calculated on the information that you put on the FAFSA. Grants don't have to be repaid. Examples of this are the federal Pell Grant and the Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant. Scholarships are generally based on academic performance. Sometimes they're based on financial need, and they are specific to the state or the college. So if you're thinking, whatever particular college you're thinking of going to, every school does it differently, so you'll want to check with them. Federal work study, this is a great opportunity. You're actually placed in a job on campus or community service. You get paid at least minimum wage and usually higher, because a lot of colleges want to be competitive with the local job market. So it's a great way, and it's very convenient. If you're on campus, they work with your schedule. You can go to class for a couple hours, go work for a couple of hours. So this is a fantastic opportunity to work and learn and not have the pressure of commuting to a job. Loans should be a last resort. This is borrowed money that you have to pay back. They accrue interest, they affect your credit score, all kinds of things like that. So you want to investigate scholarships and grants and work first before you turn to loans. Scholarships. The state of South Carolina offers some really good state scholarships. They're generally based on your GPA, your class rank, and your SAT or ACT scores. A couple of examples of these are Life Scholarship, which is $5,000 a year, and Palmetto Fellows, which is $7,500 a year. Like I mentioned, every college is going to have a different procedure for scholarships, so please check with your school. Our foundation scholarship application closes March the 15th, and there's information on that. If you're thinking of attending Central, there's information on our website about the foundation scholarship. Private scholarships, you might want to check with your place of employment. I know Chick-fil-A, Amazon, they give out some good scholarships. Your parents' place of employment, if you attend a house of worship or a civic organization, they give good scholarships as well. And also beware if anybody asks you to pay them money for a scholarship search, because Generally, you can find that same information for free just by doing a little research on your own. The official website that contains all South Carolina State program scholarship information is www.che.sc.gov. And I'll show you what it looks like here. It's gonna look like that. South Carolina Commission on Higher Education. And it's going to give you all the information that you need on South Carolina scholarships, including Palmetto Fellows, Life, Hope, need-based grant, lottery tuition assistance. So there's something there for everybody. Lottery tuition assistance, if you're attending a 2-year college or a technical college in the state, it doesn't matter how much income your parents earn. That one is available to you. We also offer Life, Palmetto Fellows. Hope is for 4-year colleges, for students who don't qualify for the Life at 4-year colleges, but all that information is contained on the CHE website. Other scholarships, like I mentioned, lottery tuition assistance already, it pays about roughly half of your tuition, so that's not bad. ST Wins is a new scholarship for students in technical programs, and that is, it's for students in critical workforce areas, and it can pay for tuition and books. We have a lot of students right now, for example, in our welding program that are receiving full tuition and a welding kit through the SC program. South Carolina Need-Based Grant is a state grant. Remember, grants are good. That's done based on financial need, and it's for residents of South Carolina. And we also, at Central Carolina, we have our Scholars Program. If you graduate from high school in our 4-county service area, which you guys are part of, you can get your first 2 years tuition free. Your only out-of-pocket expense would be books and course fees. When you start getting award letters in from different colleges, compare them, because sometimes the high-dollar colleges will send you an award letter with several tens of $1,000s in money on it, and you think, oh wow, I've got a free ride, everything's paid for. But look closely, some of that might be loans. It might not be all grants and scholarships. And they're just leading you to believe that everything's paid for, but really, a lot of that is coming out of your own pocket. Also, of course, you would want to consider local options for your first 2 years. Your first 2 years of college are generally going to be your gen eds, stuff like English, math, science. It's all going to be the same anyway, so why not consider staying local and saving money? Student loans, like I mentioned, should be a last resort. It's debt in your name, it's not in your parents' name, that's your debt. You own it. It should only be used as a last resort. If you are an undergraduate dependent student, your first year you can borrow $3,500 subsidized and $2,000 unsubsidized. Unsubsidized is the bad one. That starts accruing interest immediately. Lifetime limits, $31,000 as a dependent undergrad. Just think what that could buy you if you don't need to take out any loans at all. That could buy you a decent car. So that's why you don't want to rely on those loans. And like I mentioned, they must be repaid, they accrue interest, they affect your credit score. You do have a 6-month grace period after you stop attending college before you go into repayment. And if you don't repay your loans and you do go into default, it can have very serious consequences. It affects your credit. In some cases, you can't get a job if you're in default. You can't get further financial aid if you're in default. So that's a very serious thing. You wanna absolutely make those payments, and if you're having a financial crisis, stay in touch with your lender and see what arrangements they can work out. Okay, if you have any questions, we're here to help you. That's our phone number. It rings to our main line, and all our counselors have access to it, or you can email finaid@cctech.edu. Do we have any questions right now? Okay. Now we're gonna hear a little bit more about some scholarships specific to you, and then we'll be available to help you if you need help with that.
All right, guys, I'm back. Just gonna start out with some announcements. So seniors, there's 2 field trips I want to make you aware of. One's going to Central Carolina Technical College next month, March 16th. I'm organizing the health science students here to go, but if you're not a health science student, which I don't think any of you are, you need to go through your home high school's career specialist to go on that field trip. It's an all-day field trip from like 9:30 to 1:30. You get lunch. You see the program that you want to see over at their Sumter campus. So you're not going to be going to the one that's across the parking lot. That's the Kershaw campus. You're going to go down to Sumter to their main campus, and you have a chance to see whichever program you might be interested to go down there and see. And I encourage you, if you're going there, to go see it. But also if you are not really sure, but Central might be an option for you, to go check it out too. It's one day out of your busy schedules that I think is well worth your time. So your career specialist at your high school, I'm not sure if you're aware of who they are, so I'm just going to tell you. If you're at Lugolf, is Miss Springs. If you're at Camden, it's Miss Huff. And if you're at North Central, Miss Oliver. Do you guys know your career specialists? Yeah, good. Good. All right, the second field trip I want to make you aware of is it's called Call Me Mister. It's specifically for men who are of color, and the intent initially was for those that are looking to study education, but now they've opened it up to all different, whatever you want to study. And the idea behind it is a mentorship program. So it is a field trip to USC Sumter, which is actually right next door to Central Carolina Technical College. And there'll be a few colleges there, I think Morris, USC, and Clemson, along with obviously USC Sumter. And it's an all-day program. I've not been to it before, so I can't speak on details of what they go into, but it's something that if you are interested in, just come see me afterwards or shoot me an email, or I might be checking in with you even. And that's, I think, March 3rd, like a month from now. All right, so I do want to show you some scholarships, specifically for WTC. I talked about them at the opening ceremony when you all were in here before. So I'm going to hop on the internet real quick. So there is a remind for seniors to join that I use to let you know when certain scholarships come out. And to join that, it's just the number 81010. You text it. The message is at that symbol WTC23. And that way when a scholarship comes out, I can just send you a message to let you know when it comes out. Some of these scholarships have short windows of opportunity to apply, like only a month. So it'd be a good idea if you're planning on, which you should be planning on applying scholarships, to join that remind. All right, so this is our website. I've been there before. At the top, you'll see School Counseling tab. You go ahead and click that. Underneath that, you'll see Scholarships. You go ahead and click that. Takes you to this page. You just click the link at the top. And then it's a Google Drive with all the scholarships. So I'm just going to look at a few of them with you, give you the idea of this. We'll start with the WTC scholarship. All right, guys, this one does require an essay, and say a few things about essays in general. When you see scholarships with essays, a lot of students just check out at that point. Don't apply, so just know if you're on the fence about doing it or not, there's going to be less applicants and you have a better chance of winning. And then with writing essays, one tip would be to write it, keep in mind of the reader who's going to be reading it and judging it. Say things in your essay that will stand out, because the readers are going to be reading lots of essays, lots of applications, and you want them to remember yours. You want them to score it highly. You do that by sharing something that's unique to you, sharing something, an experience that was impactful, and you give some really good details. That's the one tip I got for the essay. For the WTC essay, the prompt is an assessment of your WTC experience. Include detailed examples with insights on how your experiences helped you develop your skills and as a person. Highlight a key moment from your senior year and describe where you want to be 5 years from now. That's a one-page essay. So with all these scholarships, they're usually going to require you to have some letters of reference, a copy of your transcript, and proof of acceptance to college or a plan of where you're going to be working, or a list of like, I applied at this school and I'm waiting to hear back, something that shows proof of that. So we award about 5 scholarships for this WTC scholarship, ranging from $500 to $1,500 each year, just depends. Sorry, bear with me. I have trouble always finding the ones I'm looking for. So there's a bunch in here besides the ones I'm showing you. If you're looking at applying scholarships, go check out what I got in here. This one, guys, really all of you should be applying for this one. It's called the Kershaw County Education Foundation Scholarship. Now you see at the top the 23 version is not out yet, so you gotta wait while you should join the Remind. But when it does come out, there's no essay. There is a requirement to do a few different things, like a letter of reference, copy your transcript, copy your SAT, ACT scores if you have them, and a proof of acceptance into college. And then you just email those documents to whoever they have listed. It will change, it won't be that email. And then you go to the link and complete the application at the link I'm going to now. So it's a Google survey that you would just complete. This is a pretty simple scholarship. I said that you all should apply to it because in years past we have about 20, 30, maybe 40 applicants, and everyone who has applied, who has a full application, meaning that you've done the letter of reference, you've done the copy of your transcript, you've done everything they asked, it's not incomplete, because they will throw those ones away. But if you have a complete application submitted, you've been a WTC student, you have a really, really good chance of winning. In the past, we've had over 20 winners each year, and it ranges from $500, $1,000, up to $2,500. So that's the Education Foundation Scholarship. That I'm really highlighting for you guys to apply to. And this one right here, this is the CTEA scholarship. It is Career Technology Education Administrators. It's only for like career technology students. You have to be a completer, meaning you take level 1 and 2. You are competing against students from across the state on this one. There is an essay that asks, why do you need this scholarship? They're looking for financial aid, a need with financial aid. 30% of the rubric of who they decide wins is based on financial aid, and they only pick that out of, I think, the essay. So that's that one in a quick explanation. And then if you are a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I need to show you this scholarship, and then I'll let the rest of them up to you to check out. I think it's alphabetical, but all right, so it's a $1,000 scholarship, no essay needed, and what you do need to do though is remember your login. If you don't know that, you have to go find it. But I mean, it's not gonna let me do it anyway. But you would go, this link takes you to the page. You log in, you hit submit for this John H. Petit scholarship, and then you basically put your name in a hat to possibly win that. Every other year, I'd say on average, we have a winner from WTC win that $1,000. So if you're a member of the National Technical Honor Society, you need to do this scholarship. And then, like I've been saying, there's a bunch on here that you need to check out. Some are very specific, so you just have to read it and see if it applies to you or not. You guys have any questions about scholarships? Guys, this is free money. A lot of students don't take advantage of applying, putting their name out there, especially if you have worked hard and you have a good GPA. But even honestly, even if you don't, if you're in that 3.0 range, I'd still encourage you to apply, especially that Education Foundation Scholarship. This is an opportunity this semester to apply to scholarships, and then come May, you'll find out if you've won this money. $500, guys, goes a long way for paying for tools or books or whatever kind of expenses you have going forward. All right, so at this time, we're going to help students who need help with completing the FAFSA application. Again, that's the free application for federal student aid. So I would say if you're remotely thinking about going to school, like remote, like any chance, or if you know you're going anywhere in the range there, and you haven't finished it, or if you haven't started it, stick around with us. That's why I asked you to bring your computers, and we'll get you at least started on the application. But if that is not of interest to you, or if you've already completed your FAFSA application, you don't have any other questions, this time you're welcome to go back to class. And we thank you for your great attention this morning.